So, analysis. Analysis. Um, when we're thinking about the restoration of theory of sleep, and we're thinking about analysis, we're thinking about, well, what can you use this knowledge for? How does it relate to the real world? So doctors have used restoration of theory of sleep to justify putting individuals with serious brain damage into a sleep-like coma state. And their idea is, well, if there's serious brain damage here, too much for us to physically repair, if we can put this person into a coma-like state, then hopefully the brain will itself repair the neurons using REM sleep to do so, and hopefully they'll recover quicker. A second piece of analysis is that the restoration theory shows us why sleep is important for survival. Other explanations of sleep, which we're not going to go into here, but they struggle to show why sleep deprivation is harmful. But restoration theory does show us that while there's no kind of common clear effects of sleep deprivation, as we spoke about in the evaluation, it is evidently harmful because you're stopping your body from restoring the brain and from restoring the body. So that explains why if we don't get enough sleep, we don't feel very good. And finally, athletes can make use of restoration theory when trying to recover from injury. So trying to sleep more when they're recovering from injury, or if you're doing a strenuous or a difficult mental task, like, oh, I don't know, sitting an exam or trying to do some kind of assessment, well, then maybe you should try and sleep more as well. So when we talk about kind of sleeping the night before an exam rather than staying up trying to cram, that might actually be more useful because you're restoring your brain and getting it ready to do that, helping to function at maximum capacity. And finally, a sort of final aspect of this is that the restoration theory can be connected to the cognitive explanation of sleep. And we're going to talk a lot more about that in a later lesson. But the cognitive explanation of sleep basically says that sleep is used to process information. More sleep, better information processing. Why is that? Well, the restoration theory would say because we're using sleep to restore our brain and get all of the bits of our brain functioning at full capacity again. And so that connects quite nicely with that cognitive explanation.